The feedback is really positive. It's very, very positive. In the merchant side, we didn't find relevant issues. All was working really good, and they are thinking that this is a way of payment that helps they in order to sell, because it's quicker, it's easy to do it, and not the relevant issues. I will say that they are really happy with the experience, and in the customer side, where probably we did strongly monitoring, because we were really focused on the user experience. We find that the customers really like to pay with the handset. No, I will say that more than like, they love it, because in fact they say that it's really convenient, it's quick, it's easy, and even it's more secure than other ways to pay. You know. And looking for results, we asked the customers to rate the project, and they say that at the mark that they are saying is 7.7, is quite high mark, with more than 60% of results with more than 8 or 9 or 10. No? And then it means that they are really happy with the experience. And another important thing is that we asked the customers, are you going to use that in the future? And 94% says, yes, I'm going to use it. No? All the results shows that customers really like it. Well, I think at the beginning there was a little bit concern about security. No? If somebody tells me the handset, what will happen, no? Because for low-value payments, we are not requesting any type of cardholder verification method. There was some concerns, but at the end of the trial, or during the trial, they realized that, well, if they lost the handset, or somebody stole the handset, well, they realized that they have lost the handset in 2 or 3 minutes, something like that. In the case of plastic cards, maybe you spend more than 3 or 4 days in realizing that you have lost the card, no? And this is more psychological security than technical, but at the end of the day, in addition, we have the penal line for high-value payments. We have the Caixa Protect service. In case of fraud, like Caixa is covering any type of fraud. And at the end of the day, they feel that it's equal or more secure than other types of payments. Yes, we were expecting really good results, but not as good as we got it. No, to be honest, an activation rate of 90% of customers is amazing. The mark of 7.7 is really good. No, and the number of transactions and the increase of number of transactions, if we compare before the trial and during the trial that we got, that was 30% of increase in terms of volume and 23% in terms of billing, because the increase was more focused in the low-value payments, is really big. We were expecting some increase. We were expecting that customers like it, because we got a really good user experience, but the results are better than we think at the beginning. The user experience should be very easy. Yeah? And I think that we got it in Sitges, and in Balearic Islands we are going to reply to do the same user experience. Even though we are using plastic cards, it means, well, in Sitges we were using mobile handsets as form factor. In the Balearic Islands we are going to begin with contactless plastic cards, but we are going to repeat exactly the same user experience that we are using in Sitges, because the results of Sitges told us that it's really easy and customers really like. It means that for low-value payments, customers just tap the card, and then it's tap and go. And for high-value payments, that is something new, because, for example, in other markets that in UK, you cannot pay using the contactless interface for high-value payments, but in the case of Balearic Islands, we will do it. Then they will introduce the penal line on the point of sale, repeating the same user experience. No? Another thing is, well, we do some promotion, some communication effort during the Sitges trial in order to involve the customers, and we are going to repeat it, because we think that it's really important to involve both sides, customers and merchants, that they feel that they are doing something that in other areas they cannot. This feeling of to be, the pioneers, sometimes it's good, in order to encourage customers. Well, it's one of our traditional regions in terms of our financial institution. We were born in Catalonia and Balearic Islands. We have a really high market share in the Balearic Islands in both sides, in customer side, but in addition in the acquirer side. It's very important to have this high market share in the acquirer side because our strategy is to develop first the acceptance infrastructure to can achieve a high density of contactless point of sales, because it's basic. If you need to think to look for a place where you can use it, then it doesn't work. It should be something naturally. And in Balearic Islands, we have a really high market share. It means that we are going to adapt to migrate all the POS that we are managing in Balearic Islands to the contactless. And after that, we are going to use the plastic cards at the first stage, and the second stage, mobile handsets. No? This is one of the reasons. Second reason is a tourist region. We are expecting that some tourists from UK, from some other countries where they currently have contactless cards, they can use it in Balearic Islands, because we are looking for an interoperable solution, for a global solution, and the point of sales in Balearic Islands will support all type of cards, all type of transactions, contactless, MSD in terms of magnetic stripe contactless or EMB contactless, and also all type of mobile contactless transactions with dual tap, with passcode, or with PIN online on the point of sales. And this will be really good in order to test now. In addition, well, Balearic Islands are really beautiful. It's a really good region with a long and large commercial tradition, and all these things helps in order to launch the project in this area. Balearic Islands is not a project or a trial, it's a rollout. In Sitges, we did a project, a trial, even though there weren't available NFC handsets in a commercial way in the market. We provide to our customers the first NFC available handset in the world. We were looking for test the user experience, but focus on mobile. When we finish the trial, we begin to use plastic cards, because all the acceptance infrastructure was there, and we can also test, and we are right now testing. And in addition, there is right now a contactless ATM, and we are doing some tests more. But it's a test, it's a project, it's a trial. Balearic Islands is a rollout, and as it is a rollout, we're going to begin with contactless cards, with contactless plastic cards, because it's the form factor available in a commercial way in the market. Once NFC handsets are available in the market, we are going to also introduce this new form factor in Balearic Islands. But this is the key point, no? The key point is that it's a rollout, it's not a project. It will be forever there. And even though right now we can do it using plastic cards, we are going to introduce mobiles, because we think that the real revolution in the way of payment will be to use a mobile more than a plastic card, even though we are offering all the solutions to our customers. Well, we are going to do some promotion activities. It means communication. We are going to do some campaigns of communication, some advertisement. We're going to put stickers in all the merchants, posters, take ones, maybe some promotions in order to encourage customers to buy, for example, with increasing our loyalty program. If you buy with your contactless card, instead of using other payment methods, all these kind of things, and trying to build more or less the same atmosphere that we got it in Sitges, no? Involving all the citizens in the contactless program, no? Working together with other institutions, working together with our business partners, in Genico, in the case of POS, in the case of plastic cards will be GND, the partner, of course with Visa, no? That is the main partner, and is helping us in order to launch all the contactless activities in Spain. I think that, at least in Spain, something that right now is very strange to have contactless payments, no? It's just available in Sitges,
and in the headquarters of Telefónica, in 2 points. No, Sitges is, of course, is bigger because it's a city about 30,000 population, and will be available next month in May in Balearic Islands. Something that now is strange will be in 2 or 3 years. I think something very common. Our strategy is to develop contactless around all Spain, always beginning developing the acceptance infrastructure. It means we understand that a key point is that we should have a lot of contactless point of sales in a place in order to begin to issue contactless cards or mobiles, NFC handsets, no? Because if not, if you cannot pay in a place, then it's something like overpromise, no? You are losing efforts, no? This one, the first region will be Balearic Islands, but probably in 3 or 4 years we are going to cover all Spain. Maybe in 2 or 3 years, I think that the main cities of Spain will be covered, at least under a point of view of La Caixa, and maybe this activity that we are leading will encourage other financial institutions in order to also develop the contactless arena.